Sumo, we were on this trajectory for growth, and we had a lot of learning that was taking place, but it was taking place in a lot of silos. So a lot of our studios had learning that was taking place kind of across the network. And one of the first things that I recognized coming into the business is that we needed to find a way to really bring that learning together and find this learning ecosystem where people were able to share that content, because really the skills were taking place with the experts that were out there in our studios. So it was finding a way to bring that knowledge together. So I went out to take a look at some different learning providers, and then of course we took these to our people to then test, and 85% came back and said that Thrive as a learning and skills platform would be the platform of choice. Ease of usability, ease to be able to upload, ease to be able to share, ease to be able to collaborate, and these were all the things that were really important to us. Video games industry, learning and development is really important to our people. In fact, the skills search research showed that development and training and development opportunities was the number 2 benefit that people look for when they're looking for their next career move within the video games industry. So for us as an L&D department, of course, this has been really important to figure out a way to create that offering, but to create that offering in a really vibrant and energetic and accessible way for our people. So that was kind of one of the challenges that we were facing, is that how do we do that? The second thing was, as Sumo continued to develop, then we had lots of skills that were developing, but also learning was starting to become more siloed. And you know, we might have an expert over here, but all the other people weren't able to access that expert. So really it was about making a way to augment that learning that was taking place, to be able to pinpoint that expert, that they could share content very easily, very simply, and that we could find a way to collaborate against sort of across all our network. So some of the key things that I think that really helped us win this award was really how we started to engage our people within using the learning platform. So for us, it was really important to create a space, a hub, where people wanted to come back to again and again and again because of the great content that was on there. And not the great content that we as an L&D team had created, but great content that our people had created. That it was a space to collaborate, not just to consume. That it was a space where you were able to share your knowledge on a variety of topics, on a variety of skills. Whether you've been in the industry for 25 years or 25 days, we said you are a teacher and we all have something to learn from you, and that was really important to us. We come from a place for good intent, and we feel that we can trust you, that you are in the power to upload the content that you think is going to be useful to other people, and boy did people respond to that. We launched without a competition, without a big bang. We launched with an email that just said, hey, Dojo has arrived, which is what our platform is called. Will you enter? And people entered. 89% in fact entered within the first 4 weeks of us launching the platform. And within that same time, we had over 400 pieces of content that had been uploaded from a variety of topics, from a variety of skills, and people continue to respond to this. We continue to have great engagement. People continue to come back to Dojo as that space to learn from each other, to learn from our leaders, and that hub that we've then created. And I think that's one of the big things that helped us to win this award.
I guess with Data Lab, the big thing for me is really about making sure that teams have a proper comprehensive plan on measuring the impact that the learning activity has against the business. So while we're just at the beginning with Sumo, you know, we've had some great success. Really, like, there's a much bigger picture that we can go at, and now we've started to understand the business, become more embedded with their team in the same way that, say, like a customer success manager would. We're really starting to understand how they work. They understand what is possible with us as a team. So the scope only continues to get bigger and more interesting with the types of work that we can do. So while people at the beginning of that phase, you know, really might just be doing fairly light touch or simple experiments, actually over the course of the period of us, you know, 1, 2, year 3, as we build and understand their business more, the types of awards that we can win will be, you know, much more impressive. The types of case studies that we'll have are going to be more interesting, and the types of culture and behavioural change that we'll be able to impact and measure will be far more beneficial and have much more value to the core business than perhaps what we do at the beginning.
people coming back in and consuming and collaborating on content, but it was also the so what. What actual impact has that had? Well, the impact that it's had is that 40% rise in people believing that now the learning and development offering has a greater impact on them personally to be able to do their job. Now, that hasn't come from the L&D department making that content. That has come from our people sharing their content. That has come from our people collaborating, and it's from this place of a vibrant learning culture that now has been created through our network and through our people.
Considering we kind of missed out last year, where I thought we were, a good shoe-in to win, it was nice to get that recognition. And of course, being there together rather than remotely was nice to kind of celebrate that. And obviously for Data Lab, it's a big sort of first step in what we're trying to do with learning analytics as a whole. So how's it for you?
It was. I mean, I think winning the Learning Excellence Award was this incredible recognition externally for all the work that we've done over the past couple of years. And it's amazing that our people tell us that we're doing a great job, but to actually get that kind of stamp of recognition as well just augmented it to a whole new level.
Yeah, definitely.